Hello, fellow nerds, and welcome to episode number 1! I am your host, Brian, and alongside me is my best friend...
Not your best friend again. My name's Edgar.
Okay, too much. And we will be your hosts for our very first episode and this wonderful adventure that you are about to embark on for the very, very first time. So, Edgar,
my head looks weird.
How are you doing tonight, buddy? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. How about yourself?
Now that you're with me, now that I'm with my best friend,
Not your best
on
friend.
top
Stop.
of the world.
Just knock that out. We're not best friends.
Best
We're
friends.
Not best friends. We're not brothers.
We are best friends.
No.
We go beyond best friends. Whatever the tier is, we are.
No, we were enemigos.
We are
a
god
week
tier
ago.
best friends.
We were enemigos. Now we're somewhat good friends.
Anyway,
Not best friends.
to reel us back in to our actual show, we will begin with a disease. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Does it? The sound effects really need to be added.
Oh shit!
Whoa, nice. So the disease young Brian here is talking about. Can I mention it? Or
Absolutely.
Is called the gaming disorder, now recognized as a disease on the 11th revision of the National Classification of Diseases and Related Health Problems.
Well, butchered it, but
How did I butcher it?
I'm just kidding. You did really good. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Bring it in.
It's just, I guess the gaming disorder disease is kind of weird because now anything can be kind of a disease in my mind. Because think about it, you really have to have a disease in order to start to be playing the video games now.
No. It's being recognized as something as more of like an It's gaming disorder is more of an addictive thing. So like you can be addicted to alcohol, you can be addicted to drugs, you can be addicted to anything. You can be addicted to graham crackers. I don't know. Basically, yeah, dude, graham crackers have sugar, like the honey ones. Anyways, to reel us back in, because he's going off on a tangent, like always. Anyways, gaming disorder is more focused on more of as a result of being so hooked into your video games and the world of fantasy that you're wanting to spend more time in your fantasy world rather than in the real world as yourself. So that can cause big problems if you can just lose yourself in games if you're not careful with it. And I don't know what the big deal is with classifying it as a disease. It seems a little far-fetched. Even as a pretty avid gamer myself, I would never, ever think of playing video games as a disease or even be on the level of someone who could have a disease playing video games.
I mean, like, I play video games too on the daily, and I guess you can get lost in a video game. Don't get me wrong, like playing Spider-Man, swinging back and forth. But when I have to do something, it's easy to just walk away from it. It's not. I don't find it difficult. Sometimes I do wish I was playing it more than I normal, but I don't think classifying as a disease is. I think it's far-fetched.
I think you're far-fetched.
Thank you. Anyways,
with that, we will begin with the meat and potatoes of our podcast episode for today, which is E3! Woo! So, just quickly, we're going to run over basically a bunch of stuff that's been confirmed for E3, give maybe some release dates if we have them, and then basically, you'll have to watch E3, which will be from Tuesday, June 11th through Thursday, June 13th. So if you want to know any more about some of the following things that we're about to list, tune into E3. I guess the first thing is Death Stranding, which is a game that's been kind of hidden for a long time. We've had a lack of information for quite a while since its announcement. They just dropped the biggest trailer that we've seen so far, and I'm still confused as balls about what this game is going to be.
No clue on what it's going to be at all. Like no.
I guess you're supposed to
atmosphere.
You're supposed to bridge separated communities of the world back together, and you get to carry some weird fetus in a tube that helps you see ghost things that drag you off and do bad things to you, I guess.
That's kind of weird.
If you don't know what this game is and you're hearing us talk about it for the first time, you're probably just as confused as we are. because it's a very confusing concept. But the guy who plays Daryl in The Walking Dead, I forgot what's his name
Daryl.
in The Walking Dead. Norman Reedus.
Is that the one with the motorcycle?
Yes, Daryl Reedus. I just said it. I
don't remember his name.
It's Norman
I just know
Reedus.
who he
Norman
is.
Reedus. Anyways, he is starring. He's like the main character of the story, and yeah, that's. I mean, tune into E3 to see more. It's hopefully it's gonna be cool. I'm sure it is. It looks cool, but just it's
If they're going to be
confusing.
E3, they're going to embrace them more in what their kind of genre they're facing
Absolutely.
and stuff like that.
Thank you for mentioning that, Edgar, my best friend. And
Not your best friend.
all we have right now also is on that is a November 8th release, which is this year, which is only about 4 months away.
Yeah. No.
We're just
November, July, August, September, October, 5 months.
okay,
November.
close enough, bro.
You're off a month. That's
Dude,
not
that's
close. No.
enough.
That's 1 month off.
Anyways, if you want to find out more about this title, tune into E3, or maybe listen to the episode next week. Maybe we'll go a little more into it when we know more. Do you want to talk about the next one?
All right. So the next game that we have on board is the Marvel Avengers. It's been announced back 2017 with a trailer.
More of a teaser.
Teaser, I guess. And then now it just recently, I think last week, right? The 29th,
I think so.
if I'm not mistaken. They dropped
Somewhere
more
around
information about how they're going to be taking the platform where Sony is absent this next upcoming E3. So they'll take out that last platform on
Who will be taking up that platform? Edgar?
June 13th. It is going to be, what's their faces?
Square Enix.
There you
I was
go.
hoping you'd be
Square
able to
Enix.
answer that, but
I can't remember.
luckily I came in to save the day because I saw my best friend struggling.
Not your best friend. Okay. So not a lot's been known. There's rumors here and there that everything in the trailer that you saw, Tony's glasses, Thor's hammer, Captain America's shield, left in there. So it's a lot to speculate. So hopefully come E3 at the very last time slot that they have booked for, we'll get more information, maybe a whole new trailer, maybe some gameplay that they're going to be presented. But basically it is a bunch of
You can do it. I believe in you. You can do it.
What I found though is the Avengers project is being designed for gamers worldwide and will be packed with a bunch of characters and environments and iconic moments that have thrilled longtime fans from the franchise, as a Square Enix press release said at the time. Featuring a completely new original story, it will introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come. I'm just hoping that with this game, this big platform of a game, like think about, Marvel has been building a whole entire universe for the past 10 years. Since 2008 when the first Iron Man movie came out to now the Endgame that just recently came out this past April. They have Square Enix?
Square Enix.
Square Enix has a huge shoes to fill, especially with the Marvel Spider-Man game that just came out by
Insomniac.
Thank you. I can't remember the producers. Whoops.
You mean the gaming studio? Whatever.
I'm just not gonna talk.
You see what I mean?
I'm just not gonna talk. Anyway, Spider-Man made a huge impact with the sales and everything and its effects. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that it was only PlayStation based. It wasn't platform based, like cross platforms, like Xbox, PC, Nintendo.
It should have been.
I don't think it should have. I think by the way that PlayStation actually took its what's the producers called again?
Insomniac.
I think Insomniac did a great job just focusing on PlayStation, because at PlayStation you can actually, or when you focus on solely one console, you can actually take that console and what they have I don't know how to say it, like
What they have to offer?
What they have to offer, and actually take all of that offering and actually use it. If that makes sense.
No.
Doesn't know? No.
Take their offering, and whatever they offer, take the offering.
That's not what I said. Like, all the specs that PlayStation 4 can provide, they used it. They used the controller correctly. They used everything. They focused only on the PlayStation specs, not having to worry about moving over to an Xbox and using the Xbox specs and modifying it for that game.
I mean, I don't think it takes a lot to modify a AAA game between PlayStation and Xbox when
You don't
they
think so?
share similar controllers. The only thing you're missing is the giant, like, thingy majigger. This
The
guy,
touchpad?
the touchpad on the PlayStation versus the Xbox. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you miss much. I think you miss a little bit of sales. I know I have a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox, and if I would have had the choice, I probably would have purchased it on my Xbox, just because I play more often than my PlayStation. But I was able to play it regardless because I have both consoles, and I think it was a great game regardless. However, I just think they maybe might have lost a little bit, obviously because not everybody owns both consoles. So, yeah, they definitely took advantage, and the game was phenomenal. I enjoyed the game. It was incredible. I just think that releasing it on Xbox would have been a good idea, but, I mean, I'm sure they have no regrets. They've made tons of money off of it, so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, till this day, especially think about if someone who's a big fanatic about Spider-Man only owns an Xbox, goes out and buys a PlayStation 5 just so they can play that game.
PlayStation 5 isn't out yet, buddy.
I mean, 4.
They did release a sweet PlayStation 4 that was Spider-Man themed upon the game's release. It was red and had the little
Spider-Man
logo.
I
It
wanted
was
it so
awesome. I almost did, but I have the limited edition Star Wars PlayStation 4, so I will take that as well.
bad. That's pretty much everything that we can cover for Marvel's Avengers at this time. More it's coming to E5, so stay tuned.
E3?
E3. I don't know what's up with my numbers
you
today.
advise, man. PlayStation 5's already out. E5, never heard of it.
Once it's on E3, we'll cover furthermore.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned.
Other things you can expect at E3 will be Borderlands 3. There's already been extensive amounts of trailers and info brought to light through the world of the internet. I don't know. A lot of stuff's already known about the game, but more will be shared at E3. Borderlands 3 has an expected release date of September 13th, 2019. So if you're interested, just tune in maybe next week or the week after, and maybe we'll dissect some Borderlands info more. Other things we have are Pokemon Sword and Shield, which I know both of us are very excited for. If you can't tell, we have a
Pokemon trainer right there. And we
No.
got the Pikachu and Charmander right up there. It's kind of weird going back and forth.
If you're listening to this only audio, we're trying to point to a Pokemon trainer poster we have on the wall, and we are having difficulties. But yes, we're both very, very excited for that. And would you like to divulge our incredible fan base on Pokemon Sword and Shield, what we know so far?
I think it was back in either the end of March or the very beginning of April when they first released the trailer of it. They announced the 3 Pokemon starters for this season. It's going to be Sobble, your water type, Grookey, your grass type, and your Scorbunny for your fire type. That's all they released in the Galagar region, which the game Generation 8 is based off of. So other than that, we have nothing to really speculate. There's been a bunch of rumors out there. Rumors can believe anything, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. But Game Freak is going to announce its more information on June 5th on its own Pokemon Direct, which is kind of what they usually do. They never really clump it with anything else. Game Freak really it just wants to send Pokemon as its own entity then versus put it on with every other game that's going to be out there. I'm an avid player of Pokemon. I've been playing since I was a little kid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But as of right now, there's a late 2019 release date. Nothing is really confirmed at this moment. Maybe we will find out on June 5th. Maybe we'll see legendaries on June 5th. Who knows? But late 2019 from the past games that I've seen usually is by November. Hopefully by the time Christmas rolls around, so all those kids and adults can buy them for themselves or for their children or for whoever they really, really want to play. But as of right now, June 5th will be more information dropped on Pokemon Sword and Shield. And we'll see where it's at. And this is the first time that a Pokemon game will actually switch over to a console and actually utilize what the console has to offer. And from what I've heard, it's like Pokemon meets Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. So we have a lot to see come in the future.
That was beautiful.
Well, thank you.
More things we have from E3 that we can expect. We'll just kind of gloss over these really quick because there's a lot. So we have Dying Light 2, which if you are unfamiliar with is basically like a, I don't know, I didn't really play much of the first one. It's like an open world zombie type game. It's really cool. We have an unknown release date, but it is suggested that it may be later in the year. I would assume that we will get an actual date at E3. Other things we can expect are Gears 5, which is supposed to release late 2019.
Come on, spit it out.
Other things we can expect: Cyberpunk 2022 is what it's called, I think. Something Cyberpunk with 4 numbers after it. The first number starting with a 2. I believe that's being looked at for a 2020 release. That is too far. I really want to play this game.
What is Cyberpunk?
Have you ever played The Witcher?
Yes.
So it's from the same producers of The Witcher, so CD Projekt Red. It's basically just like a giant open world sci-fi cool little game. I know they've released a little bit of chunks of gameplay, which has been awesome to watch. It's been a while since I've watched them because they were released a little while ago. But basically, if you're a fan of all of The Witcher, which was an absolutely stunning game, it was absolutely amazing. You can expect great things from CD Projekt Red, which are releasing Cyberpunk. So there's a lot of hype surrounding this game, and the longer it takes to come out, the better, honestly. There's no rush for this game because people know what to expect from CD Projekt Red. So, yeah, here's hoping for more info at E3, and I would love to cover more about this in future episodes because this is a big deal. I'm really excited for this game. Other things we have, if there are fans of the Doom series, we have Doom Eternal, which is slated for a late 2019 release. Halo Infinite, we have a November 2019 release. Skull and Bones, which is like a piratey type game from Ubisoft, has a 2019 release date. Hopefully we'll have more dates on all 3 of those games. At E3, some more stuff we have is Watch Dogs 3. I have not played any of the Watch Dogs series, so I don't know what they're about.
I played the first
it's like
one.
Hacking and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I played the first one. I didn't play the second one.
Sweet gangster with your hat on and your glasses on, and you go hack some stuff, and you do some stuff in the rain while it's all nighttime, and boom.
I don't think that's exactly what you do, but
that's the game right there.
I only played like a little bit of the first one. It was interesting. The concept was cool and everything. It was just hard to maneuver from the first one when I played it. But,
yeah, I definitely heard mixed things about the series so far.
I haven't heard any. I didn't play the second one. I didn't try it. So hopefully the Watch 3s is like a whole new way of breath into this series.
Absolutely. Other things we can expect are Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is slated to release a beta version of this game in 2019 with an actual physical release of the full game at an unknown time. Again, hopefully more at E3. And then we also have more from Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the new single-player Star Wars game from EA, which I'm very excited for, although hesitant because EA has a troubled past with games. They've come out and said that there's going to be no loot boxes, no multiplayer, just a straight single-player co-op, or not co-op, single-player story-driven game, which will be awesome if done correctly, because the Star Wars universe is infinite, and there's so much uncharted galaxy out there, and I'm really looking forward to this.
Did EA Games, right?
Yes, Electronic Arts.
EA Games. Did they produce the other one, the Jedi? Oh crap! What is that game called?
The Force Unleashed?
Yes.
No.
Who designed that game?
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Hopefully it's a good game because that game
now
was really good.
Force Unleashed 2 is garbage, but
really?
Yeah. Did you play it?
Yeah. I thought it was better than the first one, but that's me personally.
Dude!
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
You played the second one for like 10 minutes and the game's over.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The only cool thing is that you get to fight with 2 lightsabers and that's it.
Yeah, and then you get to throw them and then they come back.
No, the first game was far superior to the second game.
But I really hope that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, they actually do. It's a big mantle to fill too as well, like the Marvel Avengers. So the next one will be Google Stadia while he fact checks.
Chrome Studio?
Was it Chrome Studio?
Krome? Does that sound right? I don't know.
Google Stadia 2019 with the release date. I don't know anything of Google Stadia. Do you know?
Yes.
What is Google Stadia?
It is Google's attempt at taking over the video game industry. That's like a It's basically they have a system where you play games through a cloud. So basically, they showed an example of this at one point where they were playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and they were playing between a phone, a tablet, and I think maybe a computer. Basically, you have to have a Wi-Fi connection, and it's straight up a cloud system. And what they do is they connect to the Wi-Fi, they connect to their whatever the thing is, and then they just boom, you're playing Assassin's Creed. The only problem is you absolutely have to have Wi-Fi.
I would assume that you would have to have like a really strong one.
Yes, absolutely.
Not like
you have to have a pretty decent Wi-Fi, because obviously running games like that is no easy task, because games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey are huge behemoths and require a lot of internet speed and good specs and stuff. So yeah, Google Stadia is basically Google's attempts to take over the console world without a console. Basically, they're trying to step into the world of video games, and I hope to see a lot of this at E3. We've seen a little bit already previously.
Well, just like Google, though, I know a lot of another system is like Netflix is starting to enter into the gaming world as well.
Yes, they will be at E3 actually.
And they're trying to stabilize themselves as a gaming industry as well. Which I kind of think it's kind of cool since they established themselves at the original series as a TV channel and movie channel. So we'll see what they can do with a gaming system.
Absolutely. And like we said, more info to come. This is all basically just pre-E3 things, so we can't discuss, obviously, as much as we would like to because they haven't happened yet. Yes. All we have is kind of rumors, speculation, and then just a tiny little maybe details that have kind of squeaked through or that the big studios have released and stuff. So obviously, stay tuned for more info. Or, I mean, if you really want and you don't want to hear our beautiful voices, you can always just Google it. If you want to try and find more, I mean, I would recommend listening to us because look at us or listen to us. We're amazing. So
more me than him, but
sure, dude, you can think that. That's fine.
No, I know.
I know who the real fans are. Sure. More things we have. Apex Season 2. Again, we won't know more. I don't even know if this will be a specific E3 thing, but this will be more information will be revealed at this during EA Play live stream, which is June 8th. Have you played any Apex?
I have not. I've heard it's really good.
It's basically like a rip-off of Fortnite. I mean, I don't want to say it's a rip-off of Fortnite, but it's just another battle royale game with there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 legends.
Okay.
That you play with, all with different abilities and fun little things, and there's all these different guns and attachments and whatever, and basically your teams of 3, which is different than all the other Battle Royale games as far as I know, at least like Fortnite, PUBG, all that kind of stuff.
I believe Apex Season 2 is going to be with a... you have to pay for that service, right? Or do they already have that?
I mean, the game's free to play. The only thing you have to pay for right now is the Battle Pass, which gives you, like, as you level up with your Battle Pass, you get, like, cosmetics and you get emotes.
There's something big with Season 2,
exactly the same as Fortnite's Battle Pass, essentially.
There was something new with Season 2 coming. Something that you had to pay more. Maybe I'm mistaken, but...
Maybe we'll find out June 8th during the EA Play live stream. But as far as I know, I haven't heard anything about that. I don't know. Maybe who are you going to trust more? The guy who's actually played Apex or the guy who's never played Apex? Probably the guy who's played Apex.
We'll try Apex.
And with the better voice, obviously. We also have FIFA 20 releasing September 27th, 2019. I played one FIFA game, and it was awesome, but I sucked at it. But it was fun to just kick a ball around and slide tackle people until you got red cards, and yeah, it was fun.
I don't play FIFA, but my brother does.
It's just hard to keep up with all those Madden, NBA games. Yes, they're absolutely fun and entertaining, but I feel like the playability only goes so far, and it's just when new games like that are released every year, it's just hard to keep up with. So I will most certainly 110% not be purchasing FIFA 20. Hopefully we'll have some new Xbox console news at E3.
You think so?
It's time for some next generation tech. Sony's released some very few details about the PlayStation 5.
Well, Sony's not going to be at the E3 conference this time for that same reason,
So with Microsoft being the big studio there, they need to definitely take advantage of this and showcase some badass stuff.
Or maybe they'll take a page out of the Sony's page and actually just focus on its console and make it better and possibly bring up more news. Why are you squinting it like that?
I'm not squinting. I'm opening my eyes.
Whatever.
I think Microsoft's going to take full advantage of this because I have faith in my boys over at Microsoft.
Sony's better.
What are you talking about? Why are you calling him Sunny?
That's-
It's Sony.
Oh my god. Same thing.
No.
Different pronunciation.
I believe I saw news that The Last of Us 2 was delayed.
Which is sad because...
But again, with Cyberpunk, I am all for a delay if they need more time because I want this game to be beautiful. Because
Yes.
the first one was beautiful.
It was phenomenal.
So I am A-okay
And-
with waiting for this.
Last of Us was only on Sony console, so it wasn't Xbox. So that gives you another
I still played it. I have both.
fun bit that PlayStation's better. But or
Well.
when you focus solely on one console more, it comes out better games. Mm-hmm.
I think when you have exclusives, the studio just gets more money. I think that's why they do it.
I don't think so. I think there's more to it.
I think so. At least with PC, we had all the stuff previously before this podcast even was a thing. We had the big stories about Epic Games exclusives and like Borderlands going to Epic Game Store exclusively for 6 months. It's because Steam. Oh, I guess this is strictly for Steam. I don't know about Sony and stuff, but Steam takes a larger cut of games if you release it on Steam versus an Epic Games exclusive, where the studio gets more money back in return in their pockets for their game.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if I'm sure they probably cut a deal with Sony and probably get more money in return versus releasing it to Sony, Xbox, PC, all that stuff, because that's just more, probably just less money that you can return if you're not going to have a mega hit. Why not make it an exclusive? But who knows? I do not work in the game industry. I don't know. I don't know the details that happen behind the scenes. I just know that I like The Last of Us, and I can't wait for The Last of Us 2.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So, I mean, I guess that's all for the E3 little news stuff that we have. So, without further ado, we'll jump into our next little transition music. It's time for the next segment.
Yo, stop.
So, we basically just have a rundown of basically all things pop culture that we found significant that we wish to explain to you from the last week. Some of these might be a little older than maybe just the past week because the podcast is brand new and we felt that there was stuff previously that happened that should be talked about because it's awesome.
And some things you might not even know, and you might
Yeah.
be the first time hearing it. So,
But I don't think our fans are stupid. I think they're so smart and awesome.
I'm not calling them stupid. Why are you putting words in my mouth?
No, I'm trying to compliment them.
Oh.
I'm not
I see
saying
what
you
you're
think
doing.
they're stupid. I'm just saying we should think that they're amazing because they're taking the time to listen or watch. Bada bing, bada boom. Next story. Because I did my transition song.
It was horrible though.
Kick it off.
So as many of you probably are aware already, that Marvel Disney Plus will be releasing several.
What is Marvel Disney Plus?
Marvel Disney Plus.
What? No, isn't it just called Disney Plus?
I think so. I just think I'm just putting Marvel right into it,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's called
I-
Disney Plus. It is
no
a
reason
streaming
to do
service
that.
that Disney is going to be providing. You can stream all the movies that they have, all the movies that they're going to have. You can stream shows on there. They're going to also be introducing several new shows connected to the MCU world, so Marvel Cinematic Universe. And one of the biggest ones that they will have right now is that is recording at this moment is the Winter Soldier, Hawkeye. Why'd you put Captain Birdman?
Captain Birdman. That's a cool name.
Wouldn't we
Captain
just-
Birdman?
Captain Hawkeye.
No, that's a lame. Captain Birdman.
Winter Soldier and Hawkeye. The series is going to be a mini series. It's going to be composed of 6 episodes. It is going to be concurrent with the MCU. So anything that happens in Hawkeye Captain miniseries will reflect in
Captain
the
Birdman.
No. In the MCU, it'd be Captain Hawkeye or
Well,
Hawkeye
maybe.
Captain. One or the
Hawkeye
other.
Captain Birdman.
It's one or the other. So that's a big thing to play. It's going to be played by the same characters. I don't know their names on top of my head.
Bucky's name is Sebastian something.
I don't remember his last name. Do you know Hawkeye's name?
No.
Alright. I know Agent 6 from Captain America's Winter Soldier is going to be the same lady, and don't know her name off the top of my head.
Agent who?
Agent 6. It's his love interest.
Captain America?
Captain America.
Peggy?
Not Peggy, the other one.
Agent Carter?
Not Peggy is Carter.
I didn't know if you were just confused.
The nurse, the one
Nurse
that,
Joy.
It's the nurse that was right next to his apartment. I don't remember her name off the top of my head, but she would be in it as well. The other one episode, the other miniseries that they're focusing on is going to be Wanda and Vision. That is something I kind of want to see because it's kind of sad that Vision kind of died in the.
He got straight
spoiler
to
alert! Spoiler alert! Got his
brain ripped out.
Mind Stone ripped out of his head. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious how they're going to bring Vision back into it. I've heard rumors that it's going to be based off in the 50s. Pictures have been uploaded. Maybe they'll do some time traveling.
I mean, they have to do something
But I'm not sure how Vision's
because he's dead.
Vision. But think about it. Shuri in the Infinity War said that he was more even just not Shuri herself, but Bruce Banner and Iron Man stated themselves. Not Iron Man. No, it was Bruce Banner that said it. Actually,
he said he's
Bruce
not.
Banner said it was more composed not just by the Mind Stone, but it was also Bruce's mind,
Jarvis, all
it
this
was,
stuff,
um,
lots of stuff. Not
Tony's
just the
mind.
Mind
So
Stone.
they might be able to revert back to some
Yeah,
of
but he's
the
dead, dude.
neurons.
He got
Maybe
his brain
repower
ripped
it up.
out.
Who knows? So and there's no more information on Wanda and Vision. But the next series that they're focusing on is a series based on Loki, which there has been confirmation by the Russo brothers that Loki is alive on a different timeline. So by the events of the Endgame. So if you guys haven't seen Endgame,
Dude, spoilers!
Captain America, Tony Stark, and Ant-Man failed at trying to retrieve the Tesseract from the agents of Hydra. They failed. Something went wrong, and Tesseract slid across the floor and landed right in front of Loki, and Loki took its chance, picked it up, and disappeared. And a lot of us knew that Loki was dead in Infinity War. So
Whoa,
this is
dude, I
gonna
didn't
be
know that.
what? Spoiler.
You can't say that after.
It's the same thing. I'm pretty sure that everyone's seen Infinity War or Endgame.
Infinity
by now.
War,
Like,
yes, because that was over a year ago.
and Endgame, like really, it's been 2 months. If you haven't seen it,
The spoiler window was gone long ago.
but
6
it's
weeks
gonna.
ago.
I'm glad that he's gonna be back. Loki is one of my favorite
Oh
villains.
yeah, absolutely.
and one of my favorite characters.
Is he a villain though?
He is.
That's a hot topic. Is he actually a villain? He
He
was
is
a
a
villain, yes, in
villain.
Avengers and Thor and whatever. But is he a villain? He
He's-
tried to kill Thanos.
He's an
He's an anti-hero,
anti-hero.
but started out as a just straight up villain.
Yes, and someone became a hero,
I need a hero,
but is still kind of a villain. So.
Holding up for a hero.
Other than that, maybe not a lot of you know that Disney has bought out Hulu from Comcast. Over the next 5 years, they will be taking shares, gradually giving Comcast its respective money for Hulu. So this is beg to differ if Disney will utilize its Disney. Doesn't. No, did I misuse my words? I can't English sometimes. This is to question if Disney is going to utilize Hulu as a platform to stream. They may already
Hulu is
have
a streaming service. Obviously, they're going to use it
Yeah.
to stream.
but like, are they going to use it as their Disney Plus
No, Disney Plus. I think it'll be its own
or separate,
entity.
or do you think they're going to combine it together?
No, I think they just. I think
they're going to
separate.
combine it together.
No, absolutely not.
Why would you-
Hulu's
why would they
already
buy
established
Hulu?
Streaming service because if Disney's buying everything. They want to rule
Yes,
the world.
Disney's going to rule everything and eventually.
One
But
day,
why
yeah.
buy Hulu if not? Why not buy Netflix?
Because every step to overthrow the world begins with purchasing everything. Hulu was one of those things. And we
Hulu
need
doesn't
to get
seem
rid of
very
Comcast.
like.
Comcast is trash, and if there's anyone who likes Comcast, I'm sorry, but I
like
think they're
Comcast.
trash.
Thank you.
Huh?
What?
What?
You
You
just
like
called me
Comcast?
trash.
No, I think Comcast is.
You just said
trash.
anybody who likes Comcast is
No,
trash.
I said anyone who likes Comcast, that's fine because you're allowed to like whatever the heck you
That's
want.
not what you
But
just said.
I think Comcast is straight trash.
Okay. Comcast has its ups and downs like any other
No,
service.
it's trash.
Just putting it out there, but.
But if you like it, that's fine. That's your business. I
okay.
love you.
No, he doesn't. He just called you trash. FYI.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
If I did, I'm sorry. I love you.
No,
But
he doesn't.
Comcast, COMCAST,
Thank you for the
is
spelling
trash.
bee.
You're welcome.
What's the origin?
English? I don't know.
Use it as a sentence.
I hate Comcast.
You want to take the next one?
I'm gonna go off script
What?
because I didn't even think to put this in the show notes.
What?
The Mandalorian. the new Star Wars movie that's releasing with Disney Plus, starring the cool guy who did who played Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones. What's his name? I think I know it, but I don't want to say it in case I butcher it.
You butcher anyway.
Yes, Pedro Pascal. Pascal? Anyways, he will be playing the Mandalorian, and if you're unfamiliar with the Mandalorian, it's like the Mandalorians in Star Wars are basically bounty hunters. Like Boba Fett, Jango Fett, they were Mandalorians. You know them by the historic armor with the helmet, and then like the T kind of divider on the helmet where you can see through the eyes and stuff, whatever. But yeah, this will focus on a bounty hunter who's Mandalorian, and it's gonna be badass because Star Wars is awesome, and new exciting content from the universe of Star Wars is exciting. And Pedro Pascal is awesome. He played one of my favorite characters in Game of Thrones before he got his brains squeezed in.
Whoa! I never saw Game of Thrones,
Dude, that was like.
But I never seen it, so
5
you
years
just ruined
ago.
it for me.
Whatever, get over it. You
What?
won't know. You don't even know who Pedro Pascal is. You don't even
Pedro
know.
Pascal.
Okay, who does he play? I already said the name previously, like 3 minutes ago. What was his-
I was
what his
ignoring you
character's
because
name?
you were going on a rant.
Exactly.
Well,
Anyways,
rampant.
that's releasing with Disney Plus, so look out for that.
So what is it the movie going to be based off, though?
It's gonna be based off Pedro Pascal's The Mandalorian. He's a bounty hunter, dude.
So it's going to be like Han Solo all over again.
No, Han Solo is not a bounty hunter.
Yes, he is.
First off, he was a smuggler, and then he was a rebellion hero, dude. Don't
He's the
even.
same.
A bounty hunter is not the same as a smuggler.
He was a bounty kind of a...
You can't be a bounty kind of a hunter.
I think you can. You
No, he
choose-
was a smuggler.
Okay. I'm sorry.
God,
I'm
dude.
sorry. Alright, since you already gone on to Star Wars...
Whoa, I wasn't done though.
Oh, sorry.
What was the next thing you're talking about?
Chill.
Oh yeah, bringing that into Star Wars.
Oh,
More Star
so
Wars
now you're
content.
down.
What? Dude, let me just talk. You had your time to shine, okay? You were trying to say, "Oh, Comcast is so cool. I love Comcast." No, it's my time.
I love Comcast.
With the Star Wars news, we'll kind of keep it back on Star Wars track with a new confirmed Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic trilogy. Anyone familiar with the Knights of the Old Republic era or that time in Star Wars? It happens thousands of years before the movies happened.
They also had a game, a
They
PC
did,
game
and
there.
it was phenomenal. It's probably one of the best Star Wars games ever done.
It wasn't an open world, like...
Yes, it was an open world game.
where
and there's
people
a
can come in whoever they want.
humongous... No. That was Knights of the Old Republic 2. They went MMO. The first one was... It was just you. It was a single-player, story-driven game, and it was phenomenal. And if no one has ever played it, I highly
I haven't
recommend
played it. I want
doing
to.
it. And I won't say anything about the game because there is a massive twist. And I don't want to talk about it because
Where can
it'll
you
just
find
ruin
this
it.
game?
on the internet, I don't know. It's on Steam, I think. Go on Steam and buy it. It's totally worth it. Yes, the graphics are a little outdated. Yes, because it was done, I think, in the early 2000s. But it's a phenomenal game. Highly recommended. And anyways, basically, in the Knights of the Republic, thousands of years before the movies that came out, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And basically, there was no rule of 2 for the Sith, so there was as many Sith as there were people who wanted to be bad guys. There was lots of Jedi. There was really, really powerful Sith Lords. There were really powerful Jedi. And it was awesome. There's ginormous wars. It was awesome. The movie's going to be awesome, hopefully. There's already a script being done by Greek-American screenwriter and television producer Leida Kalogridis.
Jinx.
Kalogridis.
Jinx. He can't talk no more. With Roots and Kalanos is working on the first script in the next Star Wars trilogy. I just said Jinx to you, so you can't talk. Brian Kirk.
Yes! Oh, that would not have been a good time to jinx me during a podcast.
But hopefully
Super excited.
It's going to be branching away from the Skywalker storyline, which is...
It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time.
Speaking of Skywalker...
I love Star Wars.
You think Ren's a
I hope not.
Skywalker?
I hope no.
I really hope she's Obi-Wan Kenobi's daughter.
I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't know. I
Maybe.
liked her being just a nobody.
Maybe it's Ren's twin.
See, no.
Maybe that's
I
why they
think
have
that's
that
just
weird connection.
dumb. I think they need to hook up.
It'd be incest.
Not if they're not related.
I think they're related.
I don't want them to be related. I want Rey to be her own person. I want Kylo to kick everyone's ass.
Kylo is a wuss.
Kylo is a badass.
No, it's a
Grade
wuss.
A badass.
Daddy issues. I'm gonna go destroy the world.
Dude.
Daddy issues.
What a shadow to live in, man. Your father is a hero of the rebellion. Piloted the Millennium Falcon.
So that means you have to go to the evil side and kill everybody?
No, dude. Did you not watch episode 8?
Yes.
He went evil because he was sad.
Spoiler alert.
Because Luke was gonna kill him because he sensed
Not just
a little dark side.
No.
And so Snoke started
Why
pulling some
was-
dark side strings
Why was Luke gonna kill him?
because he saw clouded stuff in him.
Exactly, because he already had the evil side in him.
Luke didn't have faith in Kylo, and Luke should have, dude. Luke's a master Jedi. He should have been like, "Listen, bro,
It's the same thing would have happened
come
again
to the light
with
side because
Anakin.
I don't know. We have abstinence."
The same thing happened with Anakin.
Yeah, but Anakin was a little bitch.
So is Kylo.
No,
Yes.
Anakin was a wuss.
The only
Anakin
one I
was
think
all
is
like,
Ren is like the badass.
Anakin was like, "Oh, my hair, it's so long and flowy. Oh, Padme, no, you're gonna die when you give birth."
Whoa, it sounds like
No.
Kylo.
No. And then he goes to Obi-Wan and he fights him and he's like, "If you're not with me, then you're against me." And Obi-Wan's like, "Then you are lost." And then
Okay. Okay.
And then it's over again. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
You forget. Anakin,
Jobs on
you're
his-
breaking my heart. Anakin.
You turned her against me. We're off topic.
Yeah. Way off topic. Next on is Sony Productions has announced that it will be adapting its own Sony games to a film and TV.
What does that mean?
That basically all the games that Sony has been producing will be turned into games.
Is it all the games?
I think all.
It can't be all the games, right? I mean, I don't know.
Never know. Maybe there'll be a Crash Bandicoot. Okay.
That would be a cool movie to watch.
What is it?
Crash Bandicoot?
Bandicoot.
Would that be cool to watch?
Oh, the one I really want to see is Sly Cooper. I've heard. Has anybody ever played Sly Cooper? It's
You're asking nobody.
I'm asking you, kind of everybody, our fan base. How dare you? You insulted our fan base.
At this time, you were literally talking to the wall.
I'm talking to their fan base. Sly Cooper is a
What is Sly Cooper? I don't know
PlayStation.
what that
It's based off of Raccoon with a cane
Like Banjo-Kazooie?
series. No, kind of different. With a turtle as the brains and a hippo as its
Like
bronze.
Pinky in the Brain?
Shut up. It's a 3. It's now 4, possibly a 5th game in the productions. We haven't really heard anything. The 4th game ended with a possibility of the 5th game, but who knows? But it was a really good game. If you people have known what Sly Cooper is, hopefully you do. Hopefully that's a good movie. But movie that they are focusing right now, and we are confirmed that they will be a movie, is the Uncharted series,
Yes.
with its lead role by Tom Holland.
Woo-woo.
If you guys haven't noticed, I think Tom Holland has, like, when his lips are closed, it looks like he has holding a frog in his mouth.
I think Tom Holland is an absolute blessing to society, and he should be cherished and protected by everything. He's a perfect
Or
human being.
Zendaya.
He is a perfect human being. Well, Zendaya's okay, I guess.
Well, they're
Tom
dating.
Holland is an awesome fella.
They're
They're
dating,
dating,
so-
like, for real?
I
I think Tom Holland just turned 23 years old.
no.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. He
He
did
just had his
turn
birthday.
23
He
because
just
he was
celebrated his birthday
22.
2 years ago. So happy belated birthday if you're listening to this, Tom
Tom
Holland. I really hope you are, because if you are, I love you and I want to meet you.
I love you too.
I
You
said
do
it
not
first.
look like you have a frog in your mouth.
You insult him and then you want to meet him. I just said he was a blessing.
He's one of my favorite actors.
To
I'm just
humanity.
saying, he's heard it too. He has to hear it.
You're my favorite actor, but you look like a dumbass.
Never said he looked like
Not
a
a good
dumbass.
idea.
Tom Holland, though, is a phenomenal actor and by far the best Spider-Man out there, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But he is in the Uncharted movie coming up at development. He's
Young
gonna
Nathan Drake.
be playing young Nathan Drake. Which at first, when I heard he was playing Uncharted, I was like, how the fuck? Is
Whoa,
he gonna
dude,
play-"
language.
My bad. Whoops. Bleep.
Well, we will not be bleeping that out.
Thanks. I was wondering how he's gonna play an old 40-year-old man in the Uncharted series. If you guys haven't played, it is a Nathan Drake led game based. He's in like his 30s, 40s at the very end of Uncharted 4. But really good series. So if you haven't played it, play it.
Nathan Drake is 34 or 35 in Uncharted 4, so FYI.
Oh,
You're not
JK.
40 years old.
Almost
Get
40.
your facts straight.
He has a daughter. Could be 40.
Get your facts straight. I have
Alright.
a daughter and I'm 24.
His daughter was like 6 or 7.
My daughter's almost 3.
So there's a difference.
Oh, she's almost
You want to take The Witcher?
She's almost 3 years old. I would love to take The Witcher because I love The Witcher, and I talked about The Witcher earlier. There is a Netflix adaptation being filmed, and I think filming's wrapped up.
Yep.
It was very fast. Like, they really got the ball rolling on this. If you didn't know, Mark Hamill, no. Henry Cavill is
Cavill.
playing Geralt, who is the infamous Witcher from the Witcher series of video
And
games.
if you guys don't know who Henry Cavill is the lead
told
in
them, dude.
Superman.
You mean Man of Steel?
Or Man of Steel, same thing.
Idiot.
Superman.
He also was in the recent
DC, Justice League.
No. He was in the recent Mission Impossible movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does that cool thing where he like shoots his arms out and his buttons unbuttoned on his shirt because he's got ripped biceps, bro.
I've never seen it.
Do you even lift, bro? I didn't either, but it's in the trailer. He's like, ooh, and his buttons like, because he's just so ripped.
Anyway,
But now he's playing Geralt, who was awesome.
which I hope he does a really good
hope he does
job.
good. He's a huge fan of The Witcher.
Yeah, I know he is.
Which is awesome. I think he said he's played the games and read the books, which is absolutely
There's
awesome.
books.
There's a lot of books.
I didn't know there was books. I've only played the video
If
games.
I read, I would read them, but I do not like to read.
I probably want to read them.
I've heard they're very, very, very good.
I mean,
There's a couple
hopefully.
of them.
I played the Witcher 3 game and 2, and they were phenomenal games.
You have The Witcher? I thought you said you hadn't played The Witcher.
I played The Witcher 2 and 3. The
You
third
played
one,
Played 2?
the third one, I was almost to the ending, and then I stopped
Oh,
playing.
that's
so
right.
that's
We talked about that.
that's
Dude,
when
you gotta
I
go
just,
back and restart it over.
I know, but to start over,
It's a
it's
big
like a
commitment, dude.
long game.
You could just beeline it through the main story. That's what I did my first playthrough. And I kinda
No,
regret
but
it,
there's like dragons, there's griffins. That you
So
can
my first
kill.
playthrough, I didn't even see a dragon.
Really?
Nope.
I defeated one.
The second one I did see one, and I ran away because I was scared. It was when I was hanging out with what's that little kid in the swamp? I want
That's like
to
an
say
ugly
his name
beast,
is
isn't it?
Bobby.
I don't remember.
His name's definitely not Bobby.
Probably not Bobby.
You know what I'm talking about? He was like cursed, and he like walks on like all fours, like kind of like Smeagol, and he has like
Yeah,
little,
the little hump on the
like,
back with the one big eyeball.
Hey, Geralt, what's up, dude? There's some bad shit happening over here, man. Give me
Whoa,
some
language.
candy. No, SHIT
Language.
is okay. That's a
No,
thing.
it's not.
The F word is not acceptable
Oh,
here
my
for the
bad.
nerds.
So,
So-
but SIHHIT is.
Yes, shit
Okay.
is acceptable.
Anyway, so The Witcher 3 is
Late
targeting
2019,
2019
correct?
release. Yes,
Boom.
possibly a 2020, depending on how long the graphics and editing take. But that's a show I would get on.
I've heard this is absolutely not a movie or show that your children should
Oh
watch.
yes. Mm-mm.
The Witcher games, while are not horribly graphic, they're definitely intended for mature audience. You're like chopping heads off and all sorts of cool stuff, a lot of blood and guts. But the movie or the show, they have definitely come out and said it's not for children. So do not make this turn into a Deadpool all over again, where parents take their kids to go see the cool new movie and then get mad because it was graphic and intended for a mature audience.
Did you mean to put that?
What? Yes, I put that in because it's big news. He doesn't think Call of Duty Modern Warfare dropping a trailer is big news. I think it's big news because Call of Duty recently to me has been garbage. Much like
Yeah.
Comcast, it sucks. They went all this futuristic, tacky nonsense, and it just turned into absolute garbage. I don't care about running on the walls. I want to just freaking noob tube and knife and freaking get some
You can
tactical
still knife
nukes.
with running on the walls.
Dude, who wants to run on walls? That's just too much in the game.
futuristic
No.
tech.
Who wants to have rolling robots that run around like a freaking handmade
Like
ice
the
cream
Star Wars
machine
ones.
thing? No.
The...
Yeah, we don't. In any of the Star Wars games I've ever played, you don't play as a droid running around and it explodes.
Maybe
when you
that's
get
what
near
people
someone.
want. Maybe
That's
you
not
want
what I
to
want.
That's not what you want.
No.
But the
This is
world's
what I
not
want.
made to give you what you
I
want.
want this to be exactly like the Modern Warfare games of old. Modern
Okay.
Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. Which Modern Warfare 2 was one of my absolute favorite first-person shooter games.
Okay, yeah, that was
of
a
all
good
time,
game.
which I might talk about later. That game was absolutely perfect. It was one of the games I played as a teenager from freaking wake up to when I went to bed. I played every day as I could. I played with my friends. I freaking got intervention, quick scopes. Oh, dude, ACR, the SCAR, silenced. Oh my gosh, dude.
Hopefully with
Harrier
the new Call of
strike,
Duty, Modern
Chopper
Warfare,
gunner,
they'll do a
tactical
better job.
nuke. Are you kidding me? You cannot beat that. Tactical nuke, 25 kill streak, and you just win the game. That's the most cool thing ever. Oh, but what do we get in Advanced Warfare? Oh, what do we get in Black Ops 3, some rolling balls that just blow where you just drop.
What was it called? Call of Duty's Black Ops.
There's like
2?
3 now, I think.
2 was a good one to play too.
Black Ops, the first Black Ops was cool.
Maybe it was the first one I think about.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Okay. Anyway, onward.
But the trailer dropped, and do we have a release date for that bad boy?
October 25th release date.
I have not purchased a Call of Duty in a very long time. I think Black Ops 2 or 3 was the last Call of Duty I purchased.
The last time I played.
I am actually thinking about maybe getting this one if it's gonna follow the roots of Modern Warfare, because those were my favorite games of the Call of Duty series.
Maybe they'll put new tech and you get to run against walls.
No, I don't want to run against walls. I want to take my ACR, get 7 kills, get my Harrier Strike, get 4 kills, get my chopper gunner.
Well, we'll find out
my chopper
in
gunner,
October 25th, or
that's
whenever
kill streak.
the
And then get 14 kills with chopper gunner, and then get the nuke.
You said Warfare trailer drops
Yes.
October 25th.
No, the trailer already dropped. I watched it.
I haven't watched it.
Nerd.
The one I have watched is Onward, the new Pixar movie that they're releasing. Yeah. Did we get a release date for that?
Yeah, just like a teaser trailer. It wasn't even like an official trailer.
Featuring, again, Tom Holland with Chris Pratt and Octavia Spencer.
Do you know who Octavia Spencer is?
Probably not.
Do you know who Octavia Spencer is?
I probably see her face and I recognize
you. If I show her your face, you'll absolutely know. Have you seen the Divergent series?
Oh, it's her?
She's the leader of Farm Nation or something, I think.
Oh. No, oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know who she is.
She's in Drake and Josh.
She's a good actor. She's a great actor.
Drake and Josh, I miss that show. It's spherical!
But from what I've seen in the trailer, and probably a lot of people have already seen it, is that it's based on a fantasy world where magic was a thing, but now it's not. And there's 2 brothers, Chris Pratt and Tom Holland, voice actors, are embarked to quest to find it and discover the new magic.
I really liked in the teaser trailer where unicorns were eating the trash, and they're like, "Yo, get the hell off my lawn, damn unicorns!"
I don't think that's what they
funny.
said. Since it's Pixar,
it's funny seeing all these mythical creatures and beasts and
stuff
the
dragon,
translated.
It's like I haven't worked the dragon. Go back to its lair.
It's just funny. It's just fun to see. And Pixar has just a great rap with these kind of movies.
I wonder how it's gonna.
It's the same people who did Coco and stuff. So I mean, Coco was breathtaking.
I just hope
this guy cried
because
really
he's a
wussy.
Coco.
I didn't because I'm a man.
Yeah, you probably cried.
I did not cry. I will go on record and say I've only cried during 2 movies.
I teared up.
2 movies.
I didn't cry.
And if anyone, not you, because you already know, and there's a few people out there who already know, but if you're listening, if you can guess my 2 movies I've cried at, I will do something cool.
Which one of them I don't understand why, but.
Oh yeah, because you know we've had this conversation before.
Yep.
Don't even say it, dude. How can you not understand that? It's so sad.
Because it's her own fault.
It's so sad.
But hopefully with this new one, it's actually pretty cool. I kind of want to know how it's gonna fit in to the Pixar theory. I'm thinking it's between.
Before Brave, maybe.
No, I think it's between Brave. After Brave.
What? After Brave?
Yes.
Because there's no magic in Brave. Oh no,
yes,
the witch.
The wisp and the witch.
The what?
The wisps.
Oh, I thought you said the witch and the witch.
But Brave is technically the last set of.
It's like the very first in the Pixar 3 timeline.
Is it? I thought it was towards the end.
Brave?
Yeah.
No, Brave is first.
Maybe it's after Brave and then follows into it, but I'm not sure. But and that's how humans come to be. Maybe I don't know. I just kind of want to know how they're gonna fit this in. If you guys don't know what the Pixar theory is, it's a huge theory that every Pixar movie correlates to each one, and
they're all in the same universe.
In the same universe, and one story leads to another one. I guess starting with Brave, I forget Cars is the last one, isn't it? It leads with Cars.
I don't think so.
It ends with Cars, or no? Or does it end with WALL-E?
Cars was involved. I think WALL-E's the end.
Okay.
Because everybody leaves because they trashed it.
Of course.
WALL-E's my favorite Pixar movie of all time, by the way.
And it's one of my favorite movies too.
WALL-E.
Eva.
Yeah, we need
that little cart at the very end. The decontamination or
pissed because WALL-E keeps.
What does it say? Decontamination. What is it?
Is it decontamination?
Decontamination. It's one of my favorite movies.
That's all we got. That's all the topics we have to
cover.
discuss.
And for this moment, we are gonna do fan questions.
Okay, I did the last transition music. I think you should do the next one.
Dun, 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 dun. Fan questions.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to do you want me to read them? Do you want to read them? wanna read them at the same
Do you want to
time?
read one question and I'll read the other one?
Sure.
We'll go back one and forth.
Read the first one, buddy.
I'll read the first one.
Best
All
one.
right. Are we announcing who it's from?
Sure.
All right. From Cody. You have to help me with the last name. B.
Just say Cody.
Cody.
You don't gotta.
He's
say
asking.
last
My
names.
bad. Geez.
God, that's their own private
Chill.
information.
Chill. From Cody, he's asking Xbox or PlayStation.
Easy. Well, not as easy as one would think. Would you like me to go first?
I guess. I mean, you
Okay,
seem a little
sure.
eager.
Well, this is a hot topic. The console wars has always been a thing since Xbox and PlayStation were.
Which
a
might
thing.
end with crossplay. Fortnite has introduced that, so.
I know, and there's another game.
Nintendo.
There's another game that's saying that their multiplayer will be crossplay, which is awesome.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
was it Call of Duty?
I think Call of Duty was the one that announced
Which
it.
hopefully, with this trend, there's much more to be seen. I know Sony's been being a big prick about all this because they're too.
Which I was
snotty.
surprised that Sony actually agreed
Why do
with
you say
Fortnite.
it? Why do you say it like that?
Sony.
Why are you
Son,
saying
like
Sony?
son. Son is spelled S-O-N.
Sony. You're saying Sony.
Like my son. How's that spelled?
Anyways, I'm sorry. I love you. Anyways,
I don't.
And okay, I have two trains of thought basically. If we're talking strict hardware and which is just a straight up better console and piece of tech, the Xbox One X is superior. But that's strictly hardware. I also will give Xbox the nod in community. I think the community in Microsoft is far superior to Sony.
I can't agree with that.
I'm not saying that Sony's community is garbage because there's obviously those people that are phenomenal human beings like me who do play on PlayStation sometimes. You know, I'm great. I love playing with all these sorts of people. I have just found in my personal experience gaming up through PlayStation and Xbox throughout the years, I've just found a better community in Xbox. Yes, when I did play Modern Warfare 2 and all those games, both communities were god awful. Lobbies were horrible. People told you to
Running your life.
F your B and they're gonna kill all your
They're gonna
mom
hunt you
and
down. Like,
yeah, it was bad.
Thor on Noob Master.
Exactly. It was bad.
Noob
But
Master, I will
anyways,
come find you.
so I will give 2 points to Xbox, but I do have to give 1 point to Sony for exclusives. The exclusives for Sony have been much, much, much better than Xbox's. You have stuff like The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn. What else is there?
There's just like Cooper Bandicoot.
Well, I never played that. Crash Bandicoot only was PlayStation, I think.
Clash. Is it Clash and Clink? Clink and Clash?
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
There's some other
There's other ones out there
PlayStation
too.
exclusives, but they're just
Phenomenal
they're
games.
yes, they're fantastic games. All the exclusives are great. And Xbox just kind of lacks in that department, and they just rely on their big AAA games that go to both. Halo used to be the big one, but Halo's kind of flopped in the recent
Big
years.
time.
Halo 5 was not very good. Halo Infinite. Did we
Hopefully.
talk about Halo Infinite?
Yeah,
We mentioned it a bit.
mentioned
Hopefully,
it.
big things there. I feel like Halo can only go long for so long. It kind of had its time in the sun, and it's probably fizzling out. But if I had to, so based on those, out of my 3 reasons, community, games, and hardware, Xbox wins 2-3, 2-1. So I'd give the nod to Xbox.
For me, I would go with PlayStation.
Of
I
course
love
you would.
PlayStation. I've played it since
Do you
I was a
do you
kid.
own an Xbox?
No.
Exactly. You can't even
I've
answer
played
this
on
question.
an Xbox.
You can't even answer this question because you don't own
I've
both.
played on an Xbox several times throughout my years.
Who are you gonna trust? Someone with both or one? Me, obviously, every time.
But I like the PlayStation because it does have really good games. It has dedication towards its fans, and the community may suffer, but I've always been a PlayStation player, and I'll always love it. I play on the Xbox a couple times here and there throughout my life, and don't get me wrong, the controller is really cool, how to handle and stuff like that, and the placements of the analog sticks are good. I do want to say that sometimes the hardware is a little better than the PlayStation, but PlayStation has its graphics, and graphics are phenomenal on the PlayStation. But I think I base it all off a lot that I've grown with PlayStation, and I'll always love PlayStation. But maybe
Question.
what?
Does the PlayStation 4 have the capability to run 4K
Yes.
movies.
Mhm.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. The
No,
new
it doesn't.
PlayStation Pro.
No.
Yes.
No.
PlayStation Pro.
Does the PlayStation 4 Pro play 4K Blu-ray discs? No. The Xbox One S does.
I thought the PlayStation Pro did.
No.
I knew
This is right here,
originals.
dude. I fact-checked you.
But what? Where is it at?
TrustedReviews.com. That sounds reliable.
Trusted Reviews. Okay.
Hold on.
You want to take the next question?
Sure,
Or you-
dude.
Go.
Yeah. Andrew House, head of Sony Interactive Entertainment, has confirmed that 4K Ultra HD discs will not be supported and never will be. But Xbox One X does. Sucker.
My bad.
Boom.
Jeez.
We want to watch the 4K movies on. Oh, you only got a PlayStation? That sucks. Good thing you don't have an Xbox. Next question. Comes from Claudia, who also was one of our first giveaway winners. So,
Yeah.
woo. Congrats. She did post a picture on the Facebook page. So if you haven't all yet ready, go ahead and give her a little like and a woohoo comment. If you're feeling up for it. This is not forced.
I kind
We're
of
not
feel
about
it was forced.
No, I'm saying right now.
You said, ooh, it's like enforced it. Like you want
Her
me.
question is, why did you two start a podcast? Edgar?
Just, I started because someone nagged me to join.
Oh my God.
Nagged
No,
and
I did
begged
not.
on
No.
his knees. Please.
No. On the record, I never did that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Sure. I started because I thought it would be a cool project to do.
That's all this is to you? Is a project? Wow. Whatever.
Anything that you do is kind of a project,
Whatever.
isn't it?
Not everything.
Okay, my bad. Jeez.
Is drinking water a project?
Yeah, because you have to go get the water.
Okay,
the
go ahead.
cup.
I digress.
You have to open the faucet, pour the water,
project.
and then go,
It's
and
not
then
a
you
project.
drink the water.
No, it's not a project.
Okay,
ahead.
whatever you say.
Answer your question.
Started the podcast because, again, I started with my friend,
You're
Ryan.
You're
my
what?
friend.
Your best friend?
No, not my best friend.
I'll edit you. I'll edit that in.
Where?
I mean, it's because I'm really trying to be like, your best friend.
Something cool I could start and progress with, something I can reach, and I like nerdy stuff, and so I like to talk about it. And the conversations that Brian and I have in our office is kind of fun to have.
Yes,
and
we work together.
Can talk about from time to time. So that's my main reason. Other than that, it wasn't for glory or fame.
Mine is definitely for glory and fame.
Yes, it is. But mine's because I'm a big nerd and I like anything nerdy, and I like to talk about it. So
Well, mine is
for glory and fame.
for glory and fame, and I like to be the center of attention. So, what better way to do that than spread my random, stupid opinions throughout the world of the internet? And because I think it's fun. I think it's fun to be able to voice your opinion, and in the day and age where technology is reigning supreme, what better way to express yourself on the internet? Obviously, this is a day and age where we also can start a podcast with just a single microphone, and that's it. So it's, anyone with a microphone and the willingness to do something like this can. But for me, this is much more than just talking about my thoughts. I think it's fun. It's this entire podcast in its entirety is one giant project for me.
Oh, wait,
kinda
what?
Like Edgar said. No,
What?
you said everything is a project. I'm
What?
saying this to me is a project. I
No,
think this
but you
thing-
gave me slack about the project.
No. I gave
yes,
you
did.
slack about saying
no,
everything is a
no,
project.
No. You said, "Whoa, this is a project for you." Oh my god, I'm Brian Kirk. Project.
No, this is more than a project. This is my life. This is my life. No, but this is it's fun. I get to hang out with my best friend
I didn't know Jess was
even
here.
more
I didn't know
than
Jess
I
was in
do
here.
at work, because now we have to sit and do these. He's forced to hang out with me.
Yeah, kind of forced. I'm not your best friend.
But yeah, it's just fun. It's fun for friends and family, and hopefully our new community once we get that established to just hear and we get to hang out with you guys. We're gonna hopefully try to be very, very interactive with all sorts of fun things. So this is just a way to voice my opinion and reach out and just talk nerdy things with everyone. As many people as we can. So yeah, this is a passion project for me.
All right.
Boom, chicka boom boom.
And with
Bow,
that, the
chicka
next
wow,
question?
wow. Is that I gotta ask it, right? Or did
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
I asked that. No, I asked that one.
Oh, so it's my
So
turn.
it's your turn.
What is your favorite first-person shooter game and why? I answer first or do you finish first?
You asked, so I'll answer first.
Okay, go for it.
I
Did you just
basically
say
have two.
idiot?
No.
Yes, you did.
On record, no, I did not say that.
What did you say then?
I said I love you.
Someone's a pathological
This was
liar,
a tough
too.
one for me because do I go with one that basically was my teenage upbringing in Modern Warfare 2, or do I talk about the one that I've been in love with since 2015? 2014? When did the first Destiny come out? I think it was September 2000. Oh, I was way off. Oh wait, that's Destiny 2. Destiny 1. September 2015. Oh, 2014. Basically, I've been a huge fan of the Destiny universe since 2014 with Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, which I still play to this day. It's hard to give one the edge over the other. They both have brought me so much joy. Well, I guess in terms of which brought me more joy, I'd probably go and give it to Modern Warfare 2. Man, I played that game. I woke up, freaking shot Mountain Dew into my veins, and just played. I woke up, turned on the Xbox, texted my friends, said, "Yo, get online, suckers. We're getting some wins. We get some nukes for days." And what did we do? We got some freaking nukes, man. We kicked some booty, ate Doritos, and drank Mountain Dew all day, and take minimal bathroom breaks so we could maximize our playtime.
I don't think they need to know that.
Maybe they do, to show how much I love this game. I had nothing better to do with myself. I was in middle school and high school when it started, and Modern Warfare 2 was just great. It was an awesome game. I had a ton of friends who were playing it actively every day with me. And yeah, shout out to all my Modern Warfare 2 buddies out there if you're listening. I love you all. Every single one of you. And I will never forget the moments we shared. And one thing I would like to say is I had a history of just turning my Xbox off when I wanted to go to bed instead of saying bye. So like there was always this running joke, which everybody would be playing. And then I would just be like, yeah, I'm over it. It'd be like 4 a.m. and I would just console off. And then they'd text me the next day, be like, dude, where did you go? I was like, I went to bed. Zay, what about you? That's it for me. Modern Warfare 2 and Destiny.
Mine was Battlefield.
Ugh, trash.
Battlefield. What's the new one? 5?
Battlefield 1 is
3? No, but which?
The one before that? 4.
4. I think it was Battlefield 4 or 3 or 4. Then I started playing and I actually enjoyed it and got to kill some kills.
Battlefield 3 was okay.
Played it with one of my friends in the past. But that's really the first one, and then I moved over to the Modern Warfare games, and then I started playing that one. But before then, it was probably...
You played Modern Warfare? 1, 2, or 3?
2 and 3.
What was your favorite kill streak in Modern Warfare 2? Because I don't believe you.
Kill streak? What do you mean?
Exactly.
I just
Case
played
closed.
to kill. But yeah, mine was Battlefield.
You can't remember any kill streaks. Oh my god.
What do you mean kill streaks? Like how many kills you kill?
No, when you get so many kills in a row without dying, you get rewarded.
That's exactly what I just said.
I
How
said
many
name
kills
one. I said name one kill streak reward that I
remember.
haven't said.
I don't remember.
I could probably almost name all of them.
Okay, cool. No one really wants to hear that. Next question. I'll wrap it up.
Next question we have. But you don't really play a lot of first-person shooters, right? So I mean, that's a harder question for you to answer because you don't. That's really not your cup of tea. If like third-person shooter was a thing, you could Last of Us, whatever, you know. Next question is from Megan. I think this is a great question.
I think it is.
Are either of you Game of Thrones fans? And after seeing the end of the show, would you still recommend it to someone who hasn't seen it yet? And the reason I think this is a great question because I have seen the show in its entirety, while my best friend Edgar has not seen the show at all. But he knows everything that happens. That's happened. That happened. It's canon. It happened. He didn't deny it within 3 seconds.
Yes,
so
I did. I said rewind.
Whoa, dude! I'm answering.
No,
Okay,
you
you
asked
go
the
first. You go
question,
first.
so I answer
Okay, you go
because you
first.
blabber too much.
You go first. This is a long
No,
episode.
I have not watched Game of Thrones, nor will I plan to watch the Game
You
of
should, dude.
Thrones.
You would like it.
Because I like to be that top 20% that has never seen out of the human race.
That's so dumb. That's a waste, dude. You're missing out on great television, except for the last season.
That's not what I heard. But yes, I did go ahead and spoil it out for myself. I saw how it ended. I saw who became the winner of the Game of Thrones.
It's still pretty fresh.
Would I recommend it? I can't say that because I haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, yes. Except for season 8, you just use your imagination after season 7 is from one of my buddies have told me.
Season 6.
Or season 6.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I'll ever watch it. Maybe one day when I'm super bored, but
It's a good show to binge.
from what I've heard, it's a really good show to watch. I have nothing to say yes or no to go suggest to somebody to go watch it.
So for myself, I would highly recommend it for anyone who's a fan of television and a genre of intense character building and light elements of fantasy and medieval type-esque stuff, I guess. It's basically set in this really awesome world. I'm not even going to describe it because I could just go on forever. Would I recommend it? Yes, absolutely. It is a phenomenal show. Yes, the last season got some pretty bad reviews. Could it have been better? Yes, definitely. Were expectations very high and then we just didn't see those expectations or insane fan theories come true? Maybe that's the reason why people didn't like it. I mean, the reasons I didn't like it were, 1, I think it was very, very rushed. And 2, I think some character decisions were a little odd. And I just think that it should have been at least a 10-episode season. Yes, the things we got to see were awesome. The effects were amazing. This season had probably some of the best cinematography throughout the entire show. It was beautiful. But that doesn't make up for the kind of lackluster writing and the questionable choices throughout Season 8. Seasons 1 through 6 are some of the best television I've ever watched. Season 7 starts to decline a little bit in its writing because it's a shortened season and it's definitely more rushed. The elements of travel seem a little weird in Season 7. And then Season 8, again, is just cool things happen but are very questionable, and then it is way too rushed. This easily could have been a couple more seasons, but again, that's too much commitment to ask for actors who've already been a part of the show for 9 to 10 years. It's too much. It's a lot of hard work. But would I recommend it? Absolutely. It's great. It's great television. Just keep in mind when you get to the end, it's a little meh. It's a little meh. You don't get the payoff that you would have hoped, but it's still good nonetheless.
Alrighty then. Last question comes from Virginia, like the state.
I hope.
Darth Vader versus Voldemort.
Easy.
No. Voldemort.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
No, absolutely
Voldemort
not.
would win
No.
because Darth Vader still has to use the Force and actually use some strength
No, he
and
doesn't.
focus.
You can control the Force in your mind, bro.
You
He
still
just
have
does
to
this.
focus
Watch,
on it.
watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Okay, this is how he would do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Dead.
No.
Neck broken.
No.
Breaks Voldemort's
because
neck.
in all the
And-
movies, he's always had to use
You know what
his
he can
hand.
do? You know what he
No,
can do?
in all the movies, he has to use
That's
his
the big
hands.
question. Are we talking just the movies, Darth Vader, or are we talking Darth Vader in its entirety, also including books and comics?
I think books and movies because that's what
Well,
Voldemort
then-
would become from.
Well, then if you do that, it is impossible for Voldemort to win.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
It is
Thank you,
possible.
thank you.
It is possible.
No, it is impossible.
No, it's not impossible. It is possible.
No, it is impossible.
I think Voldemort would win because it's simply just a wave of his hand and then curse bounces, and
No.
he kills him.
No.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
You're wrong.
You're wrong. Who
I'm
knows?
not
But this is
wrong.
my opinion. Voldemort would win.
Darth Vader wins. Too
Okay,
easily.
Voldemort would win.
They go
That's it.
1, 2, 3. Although it's a tricky subject because yes, their respective powers are
Undeniable.
incredibly diverse and different, so it's hard to figure out whose powers in a 1v1 would actually work. I think Darth Vader would win because Darth Vader is awesome,
Voldemort would win.
and
because of the
freaking
Voldemort.
Voldemort couldn't even take down a high school, and Darth Vader helped conquer an entire galaxy, which is infinite.
The galaxy was already being conquered by Emperor.
Dude, he went down and hunted down
Palpatine.
Jedi. I don't even think Voldemort can kill any Jedi.
Voldemort killed a bunch of people.
yeah,
so-
kids.
No, adults too.
Oh, wow. Dude, all Darth Vader would have to do is do the got your nose trick on Voldemort, and Voldemort would cry.
But
got your nose.
I think Voldemort would win. That's just me personally.
No.
Yes. Other than that, those are all that we have for the questions today. So now leads to
We have some fun and exciting information to pass. So, was it last week we did our first ever giveaway? We gave away 2 Funko Pops of the winner's choice for just simply being a person who liked the page. We had incredible support early on. We surpassed the number I even imagined that we would get to. We're now on our way to 200 likes on Facebook, which is incredible. We have, as we're doing this is our very first episode, and we already almost have 200 likes. So this is incredible. So we now want to do another giveaway. We want to give back to our community because you guys have been awesome. And yeah, so basically this is all that it entails, and we hope we get a ton of interaction on this. So we are going to post this video on Facebook or whatever. It's going to be uploaded via some podcast platforms and hopefully YouTube. We're going to have a YouTube channel because we have video of our beautiful faces to show you guys in case you want to watch us in video form and not just listen. Because let's be honest, Edgar and I have beautiful faces. And we have a killer a killer backdrop. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this. Mostly Tabia's and Edgar's, but
It's mine.
it's mostly his. There's some of the stuff is mine. Mostly his. But that's beyond the point. Anyways, all you have to do is once we do post this on Facebook, all we ask is that you simply share it on your own personal Facebook page.
Click and share.
Click and share, just like he said. He's not all beauty. He's a little brains. Look at this. He's the whole package. Edgar Tapia.
And then once they click and share, what happens?
You're entered in to win. You're entered into a big pool of everyone who shares the page, and if you are selected to win, you will receive a Funko Pop of your choice, valued or priced, I guess,
Less than 15.
$12.50 or below.
Okay.
Any Funko Pop of their choice, which is awesome.
And when does this
This will
raffle
end. I guess next Monday, the 10th.
Okay.
1 week. Hopefully, this video is uploaded on
Tonight or tomorrow?
Monday the 3rd, and so that gives people 1 week, and we will announce the winner on next week's episode at the end of the show. I think at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. All we want is a share. That's it. Doesn't take much. It's literally takes what?
Click.
Yeah, it's just a click. And we're not trying to be like pushing you and whatever. We're just trying to further our show. So we think we have a lot of good things to say, and we want everybody in the world to hear it.
Other than
That's
that, that'll be our giveaway competition that we're doing.
We
I
did
know
it.
it's so exciting. It's our first episode, but other than that, stop. My name is Edgar. His name is Brian. We don't really have an exit.
Likes on Facebook
intro.
and our
on
Instagram, which we've just created, and you can find us both at Fellow Nerds on both platforms. If you want to find my personal Instagram, I am at Swagtron7. Just how it sounds. Do you want to share your personal Instagram?
Mine is Tapioca03. Oh no.
What
I don't think it's
lame name.
Tapioca03. I think it's Tapioca1.
We'll get back to it.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but
yeah.
it's not that hard to find us. It will be attached to
Absolutely.
Fellow Nerds, but reach us in the platform.
And
leave us
YouTube. If we do YouTube, we should be at Fellow Nerds.
Yep.
If not, we will tell you in the Facebook page.
Leave us a comment down below.
Yeah, feel free to ask questions for next week's episode.
Give us feedback. We like criticism.
If you want to tell me I look beautiful,
Or
please
tell
tell
me
me.
he's ugly. Either or.
No, don't tell me I'm ugly. That's not nice.
Please let us know. Other than that, that's it. This is our first podcast. Thank you
Otherwise,
for
this has
listening.
been a report from your fellow nerds.